Hey, what's up everybody? It's Andrew with We Run Guns, and today I'm going to be reviewing a product from Becko. They're cool enough to send this to me, and it's an ankle holster, and what's unique about it is that it could literally hold any size pistol on it. So although for my purposes, and I think for most practical purposes, micro size pistol like this is probably most ideal. Although it could handle, it says full size, compact, subcompact, all that. So there you can see some information about it. It's breathable material. Accommodate all pistol models. That's pretty tall claim there. Allows for left and right-handed draws, and also it has a bigger space between the magazine pouch and then also the pistol pouch. So let's open it up, check it out. If you guys like these videos, please like, share, subscribe, and let's get started. This is a pretty cool knife. Go check it out. I'll drop a card. 30 bucks, best 30 bucks you'll ever spend. They're called like Lightning OTF knives, so pretty cool. And in case you're wondering, right there behind you is the Ruger LCP2, and I put some Talon grips on it, painted the front sight, and then aside from that, it's just stock. So let's see what comes inside. All right, cool. So zip locked up. Now, I was seeing on their website that Becko does have different models, and this happens to be my favorite model because it's supported basically in two parts. So this is obviously on your leg, will look like this. And what's nice is that supported in two parts. You have this part supporting and this part, and then your calf muscle, ideally in the middle. So if you have any decent sized calves, then it's definitely gonna give you some extra support and a little extra stability. They do have one model that's just one single strap, but at least for me, I don't like to take that risk that, you know, it fails for some reason and my gun gets exposed. So what I like, or my holster. So what I like is two straps. I feel like that's pretty good security right there. So let's go through and check it out. And I'll give you some dimensions right now. So that's how it looks, pretty much fully expanded. So across the top, it's 45 centimeters or 17.7 inches. And top to bottom, it is 28.5 centimeters or 11.2 inches. All right, so that's just to give you an idea of how it is from top to bottom. You do have this buckle strap, and I do like buckle here because that really gives you a little more assurance. This obviously will stretch because of the claim for all size models. Then here you have a little magazine pouch on the side. So I'm going to be demonstrating this, putting it on, doing a couple draws for you, and we'll see how it actually works out. The insertion, as you can see there, pretty simple. I mean, if you could hold a full size, you could definitely hold a Ruger LCP2 pretty comfortably. So let's try it on, see how it looks. This firearm was safety checked prior to starting this video, and this obviously is full of bullets, but this is safety checked, so don't worry about that. But I'm just curious to see if this +1 magazine will fit, and you see there it is, it fits very comfortably. And what's nice is you could just pull this out pretty easily. One more thing I did want to mention is that if you turn over to the other side, this is the side that'll be against your skin. You can see it's like mesh type of material. It kind of reminds me of like basketball shorts a little bit. And what that does, it helps breathe your skin. So you don't want to be like really sweaty underneath the holster. Although depending on the climate, you know, you might end up being, but at least this will help. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature that they had. Okay, so I don't think you really tell exactly which leg I have it in. It should be pretty concealed. In my opinion, these are some of the best concealed types of carry that you could have is ankle holster, although it does have its obvious drawbacks. So let's go to draw and see how it looks. So basically what you do, you have to grab here, you have to lift up, and then as you lift up, unbuckle, grab, and then you're out. And again, it has been safety checked, of course. But that's pretty much the process. And I'd also like to show you the spare magazine on the back. So there is a good amount of space between your firearm and your spare magazine, which is here, and that's really easy to just grab and slip back. And it does seem pretty secure. So, you know, I'm very happy with that. Again, I like having the double strap because the double strap really gives you that extra security, knowing that this holster is not going to fall down on you. And I like to pretty much put it, you know, fairly tight. You're gonna feel it. It's not like, I mean, you may forget about it a little bit throughout the day, but I don't know, it kind of feels like being on house arrest or something. You have that thing right on you and it's not going anywhere, but you know, has a little weight to it, but if you pick a reasonable size firearm, then it shouldn't, you know, really get in your way too much. Okay, so in case you all are curious, I'm just going to show you how it looks and how it wears with a couple different size handguns. So this is my Glock 43. This is the holster it usually lives in. Did a review on this. If you guys want to check that out, I'll drop a card. But let's check it out. And this is obviously with a +2 base plate. So pull this out. And let's see how this looks. And again, you could wear this for lefty or righty, either, like, you know, will work. You just have to reverse the orientation of the firearm. So there you go. You know, it looks pretty good, pretty secure. And let's take it a step further. I got the Glock 19 here. This one's all tricked out by Agency Arms. But let's try this one on, see how it looks. So here's your Glock 19. And I tend to like to cover the trigger guard at least, you know, for safety purposes with all my holsters. So trigger guard's pretty protected there. This easily stretches, no problem. And you're secure. And that's it. So it does stick out a little bit at the bottom, but no other issues really. Okay, so final impressions of this ankle holster by Becko. I think it's the right shape. I really like how it has the double strap. I think all in all, it's a pretty good holster, especially for the money. At this point in time, it's $14.99 on Amazon. I'll drop links below so you guys can check that out. And, you know, aside from that, you know, it does have its pros and cons like everything else, like all the products I try to describe. You know, pros obviously are concealability, spare magazine, that the fact that it's versatile, you can put different size handguns in it. Although for my purposes, I think this is probably the most ideal. But hey, if you want a ankle holster, a Glock 17 or a Glock 34, go ahead. But in my opinion, I think this is probably the most ideal situation, most reasonable, you know, for most people wearing pants, unless you want to open carry on your ankle. May not be the best idea, but I think if you want to conceal carry, this serves as a good backup or any other option. Some drawbacks obviously are not specific to this product, but just ankle holstering in general. Sometimes it takes a little longer to holster from here than it does, let's say, to draw, from here than from your waist, for example. But you know, that's with any other product. This particular product, haven't had any issues with. I really like the breathability, like I was showing you guys a little earlier. And pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it down below. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching as always. Appreciate the support, everyone. Check me out on Instagram, check me out on Patreon, and all those social media platforms I'm on. All right, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. WRG, out.